Aam Aadmi Party government in Punjab is under fire for not providing logistical support to Agnipath recruitment rallies. Army's zonal recruitment officer, in a letter written to the Punjab Chief Secretary, has flagged up concerns about not getting any logistical support from the state government. The letters say that Chandigarh civil administration had no directions from the state government on the issue of Agnipath recruitment drive. The army authorities have sought assistance to organize these rallies in form of police and medical assistance. Army authorities have also clearly told the Punjab government that if they fail to provide help for the Agnipath recruitment drive, they will take place in the neighbouring states then. Agnipath recruitment rallies were recently held in Ludhiana and the drive was underway in Gurdaspur besides Patiala. Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann had termed this recruitment scheme an irrational move of the NDA government.
ऐसा होना नहीं चाहिए। मतलब हमारे जो भी मतभेद रहे अग्निपथ को लेके, बट एक बार केंद्र सरकार ने लागू कर दी है, हम उसको पूरा सपोर्ट करेंगे। तो पंजाब का स्पेसिफिक क्या है इशू मैं एक बार पता करूंगा, बट हम पूरी तरह से सहयोग करेंगे, इसके स्कीम में भी सहयोग करेंगे, आर्मी का भी सहयोग करेंगे।
All right, let me quickly cut across to Kamalji, joining us for more on that. Kamalji, give us an understanding on this controversy that's erupted over the Agnipath recruitment scheme in Punjab.
Well, it seems that the government of Punjab is on Agnipath on the Agniveer scheme. Now, Arvind Kejriwal, as the Aam Aadmi Party chief and the Delhi chief minister, may have said that they will look into the matter. It's a central scheme and they will cooperate. Harpal Chima, the finance minister here, has made altogether a different stake. He said that a lot of people have joined the armed forces from the state of Punjab. They've made huge sacrifices, but we are opposed to the scheme of Agniveer and we will continue to oppose it. He didn't really go inside the details of it. But what is very important and significant at this point of time is that the army has expressed concern. We've been told the last recruitment rally which took place in Gurdaspur between 1 to 14th, one of the candidates had died, and that is where the real concern was whether the facilities, which included medical facilities, it includes arrangements as far as law and order is concerned, police is concerned, nakas is concerned, crowd control is concerned, also arrangements like the tents and water bottles. At least 27,000 recruits or 27,000 people would be participating in the recruitment rallies. But what is of concern is that army expressing its anguish of about vacillating sort of a support which is coming in from the administration. What is very clear and evident is they don't seem to be happy. But remember, in the past, and we've been speaking to several of the deputy commissioners, we've also found out that as far as the district of Ludhiana is concerned, the army had in a written letter expressed their happiness over the sort of arrangement made. But it does seem there seems to be a large vacuum. But clearly, the army is also talking about that there is a lack of clear commitment and directions coming in from the state government. So that is a direct hit at the Bhagwant Mann government, and that is where several of the apprehensions, including the one that they will be writing to the headquarters and saying either hold rallies in other states and keep it in abeyance, or altogether it may not be possible to hold. And remember, as far as the quota is concerned from each of the states, the male recruitment quota, majority of it, and remember, there's a lot of enthusiasm which comes from the state of Punjab, a lot of people who have joined the armed forces, and that is where the real concern lies, where there is a dearth of job. And when you have recruitment rallies like this, it would be extremely disappointing for youngsters who want to participate because one, as alleged, lack of funds, second, lack of intention, and third, lack of proper arrangement. So obviously, the army, which has always functioned in an orderly fashion, is only expecting that the administration is going to fall in line. But as we've been speaking to several deputy commissioners saying, they regularly hold review meetings. The story may lie just about in between as to what the real trigger was. But they are extremely unhappy that this kind of a letter, one, has been made public, and second, if there was raised at any other level, but saying cooperation has been done. Now, Arvind Kejriwal is giving one picture. We will look into the matter. We will cooperate. This is a central scheme. The other coming in from Harpal Chima, a complete opposite to what Arvind Kejriwal has said, saying we do not believe in this particular scheme. We've been opposed to it and we will continue to oppose it. But in between, what happens to all those people who are interested in being recruited? They've already lost 2 years because of the COVID, and now when they have an opportunity, there seems to be a controversy which has actually drawn them in.
All right. Has Punjab and the Aam Aadmi Party government so far shown resistance towards the Agnipath scheme? What's their stance on this?
You know, the recruitment rallies have currently been going on. The one in Gurdaspur just ended today. The next we're going to see is in Patiala. As I mentioned to you, at least 27,000 people will be participating from the neighbouring districts. So there have been recruitment rallies, not just in Punjab but all over. So we've seen it in Haryana, we've seen it in Himachal. So very clearly the numbers, despite the controversy, has been overwhelming. It's because people have been waiting for this opportunity. They want to be recruited, they want to be in the government service and the armed forces. And this is where, even though the rallies are taking place, there has been a symbolic stance by the Aam Aadmi Party government that they are opposed to it. But now it only boils down to what sort of arrangements can be made. Is it just about the tents and the water bottles? Is it about the nakas and saying if law and order is an issue, and the police has been consistently telling us we will just do about everything under the sun possible to help the army, but it does seem the sort of medical emergency. And remember, one of the recruits had died recently in Gurdaspur, after which he was rushed to the hospital once he had actually completed the run, and he had fallen, and that is where he could not be saved. And that is what could be the real trigger for this letter to really come up. Whether the medical arrangement, whether the sort of arrangements which is made for mass number of people who congregate there, that kind of water, food or any of the basic things that need to be given there as part of the recruitment rally. Because remember, army has its own arrangement, they make everything. But as far as the basic arrangement, including tent, water, as far as making law and order, all this is part of the state subject, and that is where they work in tandem with the civil administration, and the army putting the blame squarely on the civil administration, saying it seems they are lacking. The other is that they don't seem to have clear direction coming in from the state government, which includes Punjab and Chandigarh. So clearly questions being raised at this point of time, and I say what is at stake is the future of all those people. Imagine if Punjab people cannot be recruited, they will have to go to far away states and go to Haryana or neighbouring Himachal to get themselves recruited. That could be really unfortunate. A lot of people saying there could be more to it than meets the eye. Some people are hinting at political angle to it, but meanwhile the army has always stayed away from any of the political controversies, keeping it at the basic, saying as far as the good intentions are concerned, they do expect that a word coming in from the top level, word coming in from the Aam Aadmi Party government could actually solve the issue.